I woke up screaming, "Cut the world!" Yeah. This is Robin with Cut the World Lawn Care. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the lawnmowers that I'm running for 2021. As you can see right here, I got the Cadet Ultima ZT1. It's the 50-inch deck. It's not stamped. That is reinforced. I've used it this week, and I must say, she is a beast. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. I had no issues with her. I've ran 8 yards this week, and she cuts like a champ. You know, a lot of people give a lot of bad reviews about her, but I gotta say that she does a lot more than what people are giving her. She's got the Kawasaki 23-inch or the 23 horsepower. She's beautiful. Got the big fatties in the back. Got the big fatties in the back. Yeah, you see it. Yeah. Man, she's comfortable. She rides good. She cuts good, and I love it. I have no complaints up to this point. I will do a further review on her. We'll say in about a month or so. You know, I want to give myself enough time to really get her broken in and see what she really can do. But for the most part, I have no complaints, so we're gonna keep that at that. Moving over here, we got little Dash in the building. Yeah, he cool. You know, he chilling in the cut. Hustler Dash, 34-inch deck, very small. Now the reason why I went with this one is around here where I live, there's a lot of people who have small gates to get, you know, into their backyard. And I walked a push mower most of my life, and I'm not walking. It's just what it is. I'm just not walking. I mean, for those who want to continue to walk, hey, do what you do. Me, I ain't in for that. So went with this one. 34-inch is more than enough and small enough to get through small gates, and it handles itself. This one has a power built 10.5 horsepower. It's a Briggs and Stratton motor on it. You know, it's definitely not, you know, something that you want to use for your main, but you know, if you want to get into those backyards or small backyards and not have to walk and still be able to knock out that backyard within, you know, a few minutes versus walking it for, you know, 15 minutes or so, you know, this is the choice. This is the choice. Actually, this was the first lawnmower that I ended up getting before I got this one. So I ended up cutting my neighbor's yard, and like I said, I can't complain. He did his thing. You know, it took a little bit, but it didn't take a little bit, if that makes sense. If you see, this is my backyard, pretty big backyard, and I could knock this out with him in about 5 to 7 minutes, and he'll cut. His cut quality is amazing. So, but like I said, this is not so much of a review, just kind of giving y'all a you know, a little info and insight on my setup. So those are my babies. Don't they look good together? They look good together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the trailer, and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, so stepping into the trailer. I have a 6x12 enclosed. It's insulated and it's the V nose. I love this trailer. It gives me just the amount of space that I need. It's not too bulky, but it's not too small. And I'm a little guy. I'm only 5'5". So I have more than enough room to maneuver throughout the trailer. So starting off over here, I have my spool of yarn, and I end up putting this on a it's a paper towel holder. Picked it up for a few bucks at Walmart, and as you can see, just a couple bolts, a couple screws, and it sits right here. And so as I'm turning, or what I need, pull it right on off. Everything is good. I got my scissors right here, cut it, sits right there. Everything is fine. I love it. Next we have the backpack blower. This is the Echo PB755ST. Man, let me tell you, don't sleep on this. It's a little pricey, but don't sleep on her. She gonna get the job done. And one thing that I really love what Echo did with this is the fact that they have these shock absorbers. You can't even tell that you even have this thing on your back when you're blowing. Like it literally just, it's like carrying a backpack with a couple books in the back. So she blows good. She does what she's supposed to do. I love it. Moving on, we have these racks here. Now originally I was gonna go with the what do you call it, the E-racks. I know a lot of guys use those, but for the amount of tools that I'm using on my rig, I just felt like it wasn't necessary for me. So I went a different route. To each his own. These racks are actually the Cobalt K racks. You can pick these up at Lowe's for like $11 a rack, and you have, your different attachments here, to hang whatever you need to hang, and it works good. It works good. As you can see, I got my shovel, I got my broom, I have my Dewalt Hedge trimmer. This is the battery powered one. I'm telling you guys, y'all need to jump on that. The thing's a beast. I love it. I haven't had to use it as far as any of the properties that I've picked up this week, because this is my first official week running. But I have used it around my house and my neighbor's yard, and she cuts like a champ. Moving on, here is the Combi attachment to the Echo, which I'm gonna get to that here in a second. It works fine, sits right in there. It's not going nowhere, and everything is solid. Like it's not going nowhere. So if you guys that want to, if you're thinking about getting an enclosed trailer, or you have one and you don't want to go through the hassle of the E-racks and ordering and waiting for your attachments and stuff to come in, go to Lowe's. Cobalt carries them, and I want to say Craftsman, they have their own racks, and there's another company that I seen earlier this week. They also have their own brand too, but $11, few dollars for each attachment, and you hang your stuff up. Cool thing about it is they come with these well, when you buy this, it doesn't come with the end cap. You have to buy the end caps separate, but it's like $3 for a set of two. But it's worth it. Pop a few screws in it, and you're set. So that's what that is. So whenever it's time, and I'll get to this in a second. I'll explain something about that. As you can see, this is the V nose. Eventually, what I would like to do in the future is actually build me a shelf, that'll go from one end to another, and just kind of have something where I can set maybe a small toolbox, a couple other things, because I eventually want to get these off the floor. But where they're at, they work fine. gas container, my mixer can. These mixer cans, the 50 50 or the 50 by ones or whatever, they do good. They are expensive. This is my 4th can, and it'll probably end up being my last can. All the yards that I've done this week were pretty heavy duty edging and trimming yards, pretty much cleanup yards. So I burned through these cans pretty quick. So I might just end up going back to the regular, the little bottle, mix it in with a gallon of gas, and call it a day. But we'll talk about that in another video. See, we have a side door. Beautiful. The trailer is insulated. I also have a vent up here, as you can see. So during the day, or when I start my day, I open this up, keep the air flowing in, because it does get hot. It gets hot in this trailer. So definitely a good feature to have. Also have a little light here, so in the evening times, have some lighting in here so I can see what I'm doing. And here we are at the trimmer rack. Got this trim rack off of Amazon, I think for a little over $100. It was, now they said that this was supposed to be for a utility and an enclosed trailer. So when it came in, it did not come with any brackets, to come off of the wall. So little ingenuity, couple pieces of board that I had laying around the house, and all I did was doubled up, screw those into the wall. Went to Lowe's and bought this little 1x1, and that strip and that strip, I had them rip it to my sizes, and then I came back, screwed those in, and then took the hardware that came with, actually no, I take that back, it did not come with this hardware. I actually had to pick this hardware up, kind of piece it together. So I got enough bolts so that it would screw in to that 1x, and then the rest of them on the sides, and the same on this side. And she's there. She's not going nowhere. I mean, you can do what you want with it, but she's here to stay. So, but it did give me 3 locks for each rack, which is a beautiful thing, which for the most part, they just kind of keep everything secure. But if I have to at any point have to lock them all up just for extra security, I can do that. So as you can see, I have 3 of them, but I only have 2. So this is Old Faithful. This is an Echo PE 2400. She is a edge trimmer, and she's a beast. I call her Old Faithful because she's been faithful since I've had her. Coming down here, you got the this is the Echo PAS 225. She's the Combi unit. You got the string trimmer, and then the edger attachment as well. One thing that I've noticed with the new Echo versus the old, she has a lot of RPMs over this, but she has more torque. The new Echo has more torque. So when I get to yards that have bad, edging, I normally use her first, because she'll run right through it. She'll rip right through it with no problems. And then I'll come back with Old Faithful and give her that straight edge when it's all said and done. Eventually, in the future, I will get me another string trimmer. That's the goal. I want to get another string trimmer, just to have, backups for everything. I already got backups for the edger, but I want to have another string trimmer, just strictly string trimming, which will more than likely end up turning into primary, and this will end up turning into a backup string trimmer if need be. So that's pretty much it. That is my setup for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, I want to talk to you about one more thing. With these two lawnmowers that I have right now, they're just side discharge. In the near future, both of these will be turning into mulching kits. I will have mulching kits on both of them. Me personally, I like mulching better than side discharge because I don't really like the side discharge lineup that you leave after you're cutting. So sometimes I'll end up going over it a couple of times real quick just to kind of break it all down. I don't like that. I want my yards looking crisp. So in the near future, they both will have mulching kits on them, and we're gonna continue to make it do what it do. So there you have it, guys. You seen it. 8 yards, first week in lawn care business. It's only going up from here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because this is the first of many videos to come where we'll be talking about any and everything that come with lawn care. Anything dealing with cutting, anything dealing with mulching, edging, trimming, tools, tips, and maybe in the future. And hey, for all you companies out there, Cadet, Hustler, Echo, Dewalt, hopefully we could be doing some reviews on some new products for these companies in the future. So like I said, like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, because it's about to get crazy around here. 8 yards, 1 week. We're gonna double it up again next week. Holla at your boy. It's your boy Robbie at Cut the World.